And some more news out of D.C. today as executives from some big-name retailers explained to a Senate panel how tens of millions of credit and debit card users had their data stolen and what retailers can do about it. But today's hearing is fueling another battle, this one with credit card issuers and banks on how to step up safety measures to prevent more massive breaches. Eamon Javers has a story.
Please stand and raise your right hand.
It was a day for Target to face the music on Capitol Hill in the wake of a massive data breach that affected up to 70 million Americans.
To begin, I want to say how deeply sorry we are.
And Target wasn't alone. A Neiman Marcus executive explained that his company was stunned to find itself the victim of an extremely sophisticated cyber attack on 77 of its 85 stores.
We have never before been subjected to any sort of significant cybersecurity intrusion.
We all want to stop these attacks.
One Senate bill would set a standard for companies to disclose data breaches and require companies to protect consumer databases.
This is a crime that happens daily.
But now there's a new fight between retailers whose data is being stolen and the banks incurring the costs of reimbursing consumers and replacing hacked cards. The bankers made their frustration clear in a separate hearing this week.
They're going to make sure that customers will be made whole and have zero liability. Who's going to pay the bill? Is it going to be Target or is it going to be the banks?
We as banks shoulder that responsibility. We're the ones reimbursing.
Does Target reimburse you then?
No, they do not.
But the retailers put the blame right back on the banks.
What the card companies effectively say to merchants is that even though the sensitive information is visibly printed on the card, even though security information can be lifted off a mag stripe by a reasonably sophisticated 12-year-old, and even though signatures are virtually worthless form of authentication, it is your responsibility to guard that information at all costs.
So it's clear that figuring out who has to foot the bill for all these steadily increasing hack attacks is going to be the key to the battle up on Capitol Hill. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Eamon Javers in Washington.